Hello and welcome back to another Managing Mondays video. My name is Marie. Captain Falzon, thank you so much for watching. Today I wanted to talk about a TV program that is called Undercover Boss. Now, I'm not someone that watches a lot of TV. I'm not used to watching TV a lot. However, I have watched Undercover Boss a few times, especially when I'm at my partner's house and just that the TV is on. Now, I know it's a TV program and you have to have these emotions and sentiments coming out, whether it's drama or sadness or happiness or someone helping each other. I know TV, I know how it works. However, most of it is actually quite true. Most of these bosses, these undercover bosses, are CEOs or VPs or managers of very, very large corporations, meaning they have a lot of places, whether it's, let's say, a restaurant or a shop. They have multiple locations. They're a huge brand, basically. It's not like one or two shops. It's hundreds and thousands of locations, of menus, of employees, and so on and so forth. And it's fascinating to see that sometimes it does take them to be undercover to really see what's going on in their work, whether it's good or bad. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. And it's good for them to see directly, right there and then, what's happening. And I feel that most companies, when they become so large, if the CEO, if the high top managers, they lose kind of the feel of what's going on, like, the touch and feel of the workplace, and you say, how are they going to cope with 1,000 places? That's why they have their area managers and so on and so forth. But yes, whether they send them more often to see what's going on, it sometimes takes something like this for them to see really what is going on. Sometimes something is really so bad and no one has really said anything about it, or someone is so good at their work, however their direct manager just wants to keep them there, not promote them just because their work is so good, and it's kind of selfish on them to keep the person and not promote them. And I feel that it is extremely important for whoever wants to become a leader to always keep this in mind, to keep in mind that don't lose yourself from your employees, from speaking many times with your area managers or wherever they may be, right? I'm here talking about Undercover Boss just because I think it's so relatable and so true that sometimes it does take that step to take to really see what's going on in your workplace, to reward people that should be rewarded, fire people that shouldn't really be there, they're not doing their job. And it actually puts a light on the human side of people working. We look at them as a position. However, sometimes you need to also say, hey, they're human beings too. They might be going through something, and this is where the show gets a bit emotional, but it's true, it's life. And when you sit down and know what's going on in their life, why they are working so hard or why they're not working so well, sometimes you need to make sure to sit down with your employees, the direct managers, I'm saying, of course, to see what's going on with your employees and not just see them as an employee, as someone that's doing work, as someone that is a mother, a daughter, a father, a son, an aunt, many other things, right? So you don't dehumanize people when they're working for you. And this is things that I kind of grasped from watching Undercover Boss. And it's just fascinating to see these large corporations. Sometimes they go so large and they just want to make sure they're reaching these targets, and they sometimes forget something small, and then when someone sees it, and someone maybe that really started the company, that is very deep within their heart, they realizes that there's something missing and takes an employee or two to say exactly what's happening, to be blunt and to be truthful, and they always get appreciative to get to know this information, because all they want is basically their employees to be happy so they can make their customers happy, and they want their company to keep on flourishing and doing so well. So by hiding things, it normally doesn't go so well. If you haven't watched it, I do recommend watching it, especially for those of you that want to become leaders or are leaders, managers, and want to keep on climbing. It's a good reminder of especially if you're working for large companies, corporations, to not lose kind of yourself from the bigger crowd, the amount of employees that you have, to kind of keep and dig your heel into certain areas to make sure that you know what's going on and you see how you can improve, or you ask your employees how everything can improve. That's it for today. Thank you so much. I do hope you have a great week.